Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do a quick video talking about a new product from Stern Defense, and the new product is called the RABAD Detach buttstock adapter. And what does it do? Well, it allows you to quickly and easily remove your buttstock and store it. So this would be useful in applications like backpacking, or if you want to break your gun down to put it into a vehicle, try to get it into a minimal space. And here it is installed on just a generic AR-15. To remove it, you just have a little button underneath the receiver area here. You're just going to push that button, turn, and it pops right off. Now, much like a folding stock adapter, you don't want to fire the gun without this in place. This is your buffer assembly here. To put it back, you just kind of stick it right there and rotate, and boom, it's back together. Why is this different, and why is it potentially better than the Law Tactical folder, which folds to the side? Well, the Law Tactical, when it folds, it literally doubles the thickness of the firearm. So if you were to couple something like this with a Cry Havoc quick release barrel system, you could break the barrel down, get it off the receiver, quickly take the stock off and put it back on, and make a very small, compact, easy to put together little rifle for, again, backpacking, vehicle use, things like that, where space is a concern. But we found some other interesting applications for it, and especially, I don't have a Cry Havoc adapter here. I wanted to get one and be able to swap it out between like a proof match barrel and then this with a different stock, which we'll show you. So it has additional functionality outside of just being able to quickly take off and add a standard M4 style stock. What am I talking about? Let's take a look at that next. So just to kind of illustrate just how compact this could be. So like hard cases and even some soft cases that I use, if I have a side folding stock, especially one of the M4 variety, which is rather thick, sometimes it makes it kind of hard to get the case to close. The zipper's a little bit tight. In hard cases, it might be hard to get the lid closed with that stock folded. In the case of this, it packs nice and neat into small places. So again, it's going to be a little bit more efficient when it comes to trying to put your rifle into something that's very small. But what else could you do? Well, let's say you don't want to use the M4 adapter. You want to do a little bit of precision shooting, and therefore you want to use a precision type stock. Well, you can do that. You can use get an additional adapter piece. Once you already have the plate that's attached to the rear of the receiver, then you can put something on there like a PRS stock or any other different type of stock if you just want to switch between different types of stocks. So it does have that extra utility as well. And once again, when you break it down, you could store it even with its PRS stock in a fairly small package. So let's do a little bit of shooting with it. The system is really simple to install. This is the device that will attach to the rear of your lower receiver. This will screw directly into the threads where your extension tube is. You have a little tool that it comes with that you can use to tighten that down to get it really, really snug. Then you have a set screw. The wrench comes with it. You tighten the set screw down, and that will lock this down to your receiver. Then on the other end, you'll have another piece that you'll need to attach your buffer tube to, and this is where your castle nut and end plate will go. It's also worth mentioning that this particular PRS stock is set up to use an M4 length carbine buffer tube. Okay, so this is not a rifle length tube in here, and I'm not sure that it will work with any other type of PRS stock other than this one. Gen 1 stocks it definitely won't work with. Now inside here, you have, after you put this little end piece on, you have a little lever right there that kind of holds everything captive. And there's one piece of the recoil system, and then outside of that, it's just your standard recoil spring and buffer. So you have this little piece that sits on top that gives it that extension so it can interface with your bolt carrier. Just like that. You just want to make sure that when you push that button, that you don't have it pointed at your face, because it will launch that piece of aluminum right into your eyeball. It does come with instructions that are really nicely illustrated, easy to follow for installation. And again, I'm not the most mechanically inclined person, but I found it very easy to install the system. All right. So now, check this out. We also want to thank our friends over at Federal for supplying the ammunition that we're using in today's video. Federal ammunition has been around forever. I've been shooting it since I was a kid. It's outstanding ammunition, and I want to thank them for supplying the ammunition free of charge to the channel. Love Federal ammo. So right now we have it all set up. It's just a standard M4 type rifle. Again, we can quickly add or remove the stock to the system. I'm going to do a little bit of shooting here really quick. Show it working. The right plate rings a little bit more. Okay, weapons on safe. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap out the stock. I'm going to put the PRS stock on it. I'm going to go ahead and take the red dot sight off. It's a little bit tight. There we go. Take my primary arms, 1 to 8 power, LPVO with an ACSS reticle. Stick that on there. Lock that down. And now, works perfectly. So that's a really, really interesting system. You can see how I could go back and forth between different configurations very, very easily. Oh, look what I did. The bolt's locked to the rear. Don't do that. You can easily undo it. Take that off. Put my M4 back on there. Pop off my magnified optic. Stick my red dot sight back on. Different rifle. I had that Cry Havoc quick change barrel system. I could do even more modular things with it. Very interesting system. You can find out more by checking them out online. This is not a firearm, YouTube. This is just an accessory. And again, this is known as a Rapid Attach buttstock adapter. If you guys have any questions, you can ask those questions down below in the comment section. If you'd like to support us here at the Military Arms channel so we can continue to bring you content like this, please consider becoming part of our Patreon family. We have all sorts of perks. I even answer private communications. Link in the video description below. Also, right here on YouTube, you got that little join button underneath the video player you're watching right now. Mash that join button. You can support us right here on YouTube in the age of demonetization. And please check us out over on Twitter. You can get some behind-the-scenes information and the real unfiltered Mac if you're so inclined. Again, that's over at Twitter, and I'll put a link down below. Last but not least, thank you for 15 years of support. Check out Copper Custom. We'll talk to you guys soon.